Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days. So I thought it was about time I updated the top 5 Mattel figures that I'm most looking forward to. These are figures that have been announced, so we know that they're definitely on the way, and they'll be on their way within the next couple of months. To tell the truth, it's just a really great time to be a collector of Mattel figures, or even if you just like to play with them or display them or whatever it is you do. There's some fantastic ones on the way. I can tell you some of the ones that just missed out. Apollo Crews has got his first figure coming. It's only a basic, which is why it didn't make the top 5. That is, I think, Basic Series 64. There is also an Emma figure coming as well, and that is Basic Series 65. That Emma figure will be interesting because it's been a while since we had an Emma figure. I don't think we've had one since she went back to NXT. Kind of reinvented herself and then came back to the main roster. As well as that, there's new battle packs on the way for the likes of Lucha Dragons, which should be interesting, but not into the accessory. The accessory is a surfboard. Just doesn't make any sense as to why that accessory would come with those guys. Steph and Triple H, I think this is fascinating. Steph is in a business suit and she comes with a WWE microphone. Triple H is in ring attire and he comes with the King of Kings kind of helmet mask thing. Really smart. They are great accessories, and I think that'll be a really good battle pack. I've been waiting for that Steph figure actually for a while, so definitely going to be picking that one up. There's Edge and Christian battle pack on the way. There's like Samoa Joe basic. There's loads and loads coming. So this is the top 5 anyway, and well, let's kickstart it with a legend. At number 5, Magnum TA. Now I know this is going to be a name that isn't really known by a lot of you guys out there. It'll be known to a lot of you, but some of you will be watching this saying, I've no idea who Magnum TA is, and I don't blame you. He made his debut in 1980. He wrestled for only 6 years. He didn't wrestle in WWE, WWF at the time. He was in the likes of NWA and Mid-South. Back in them days, there was just loads of different companies, kind of similar today, but each had its own specific area and it stayed to that kind of area. So a little different to say today, where you've got Lucha Underground and TNA and WWE and Ring of Honor. It was, you know, a lot more territories, the territories as it was known. Well, he fought with NWA, he fought with Mid-South Wrestling, quite a few of those different promotions, but never WWE. He was for NWA the United States Heavyweight Champion, I think twice. For Mid-South Wrestling, that he was their kind of World Heavyweight Champion. And he was he fought Ric Flair in a 30-minute match for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. I mean, that was the belt. That was the big one. It was, you were either that champion or you were the WWF champion. Those were the two main titles. And he wrestled for 30 minutes against Ric Flair. He lost, but he was being groomed, he was being primed to become that champion one day. And then in 1986 he has a car accident, and that's it, he's forced to retire. Really, really sad news. Obviously, you know, that he never got to fulfill that dream, but it just makes it so cool and even sweeter that someone like that, you know, hasn't been forgotten, is still recognised for the legend that they were, and now has got a Mattel figure coming out. So this is part of the Legends Elite Series, which is coming soon, and I am very, very excited for that. Number 4, the legend that is Fred Ottman makes his first appearance, first appearance, at number 4, Tugboat. Fred Ottman has played several characters over the years, but when he joined WWE, he came on board as Tugboat. It was a slightly different name actually. I think it was like Tugboat Thomas, Tugboat Terry, but they ended up shortening it to Tugboat. He never really achieved anything. He was just a fan favourite. He was kind of dressed as a sailor. He had a sailor's hat, white and red striped top on. He'd go around like going woo woo, toot toot. He was just fun. He was, as I say, family favourite, but he was only in it for a year as that character. How fantastic that Mattel are releasing a figure of that real brief period of time that he was in it. Really, probably the most famous things he did was he was Undertaker's first real kind of opponent, first real feud, if you will. He also helped Hulk Hogan. Hogan was going up against Earthquake around that time, and so Tugboat kind of helped Hogan out. It was kind of Hogan and Tugboat against Earthquake and Dino Bravo. You're talking, say, 1990 to 1991 here. And he was in like Survivor Series and whatnot, but as I say, he was only in it for a year and then he turned heel. I think he turned on the Bushwhackers and he ended up siding with Earthquake. Obviously changed his name to Typhoon, which a lot of you will probably know him better as, and he formed the tag team, the Natural Disasters, Earthquake and Typhoon. So basically before Typhoon was Typhoon, he was known as Tugboat. So really cool. I'm sure this means we get a Typhoon figure at some point, because they did release an Earthquake not that long ago. I think it was last year, was it? So yeah, at number 4, really excited, Fred Ottman, Tugboat. At number 3, and also part of Elite 44, same as Tugboat, Sasha Banks. This is really exciting because of the accessories they could be giving us. I would hope for a t-shirt that's got the boss written on it. I would hope, I mean, how can they not give us the glasses with the lines through? You know, these were things that were really missing from her basic figure. I was a bit underwhelmed with that basic figure, but hopefully they can kind of freshen it up, get like a really smart face scan with the glasses and the t-shirt. It's not been confirmed that those are the accessories yet. I've not seen details on that, but you'd have to think they're going to do something along those lines. I think this could be a real smart figure. So really am looking forward finally to the first Elite Sasha Banks. Number 2, also part of the Elite Legends series, the same as Magnum TA. Finally I will get my hands on Kamala. Kamala, the first person inducted into the Wrestling Days Hall of Fame. I was a big fan as a kid. This figure looks awesome, just awesome. It looks very similar, if not identical, to Mattel's Legends Series 2 Kamala that came out like 5-6 years ago. He's not been available since then. This is one I've been waiting for. I could not be more excited. Comes with all the accessories I want as well. The shield, the mask. It comes with the Kamala mask. Absolutely brilliant. So yeah, finally number 2, Kamala. And at number 1, the figure that I am most excited for, the figure that I need, the figure that my collection just will not be complete unless I get my hands on it. Oh, I'm so pleased they have done this. Shockmaster. Didn't think it would happen. There's a few figures that I just don't think I will ever get my hands on. Killer Bees, for example, the tag team, the Killer Bees. They're just not well known enough. Mattel will give us Legends, but I don't know if they're prepared to give us like real, you know, like Red Rooster, Terry Taylor, the Red Rooster. Love the Red Rooster. I would love Max Moon. I would love some of these just classic like 90s, 80s wrestlers that just didn't really get above like the low card. Shockmaster is absolutely one of them. Probably, you know, one of the most famous moments in wrestling history was, it's Fred Ottman again. This is Typhoon Tugboat. Well, when he left WWE, WWF, he went to WCW, and Sting and Davey Boy Smith needed a partner, I think to replace Hawk of the Road Warriors. And so they got the Shockmaster. This is the first time he'd ever been seen, and I think Sting comes out with "Prepare to be shocked" or something like that. You're going to be shocked, and we were shocked because Shockmaster came out. I think he's wearing like jeans. He's got like this kind of furry, woolly kind of black vest. He's got a stormtrooper helmet that's just been covered in glitter. He can't see through it, and this is his debut. And the plan was that he was going to burst through. This is at Clash of Champions. The plan was he was going to burst through and make this grand entrance. He's going to burst through this wall and be the Shockmaster. But the thing was, even though he burst through the top, he couldn't burst through the bottom. Someone had actually put some timber across to reinforce this wall, and they hadn't told him. So when he bursts through, he completely trips over this bit of wood that's at the bottom, and the first thing you see, the main introduction of Shockmaster, is him coming through a wall and falling over. He falls over, his mask falls off. It's one of the most famous moments in wrestling history. It is gold. It is absolute gold. They kind of then portrayed him very differently. You know, he was then being portrayed as a bit of a klutz and whatnot. And I think when he actually does debut in the match, he's not wearing the Shockmaster helmet. I think he's wearing like a hard hat. I'd have to go back and watch that. It's been a long time, but I'm sure he's wearing like a shirt and a hard hat. But yeah, he this really was his kind of only appearance in this kind of get up. But it was such a moment, such an impact, such an iconic, you know, moment of him falling through. But I never thought Mattel would make it, and they've gone and made it. Not only that, the packaging is a dream. It's got him literally falling through the box. It's brilliant. I mean, I'll put the picture up in the corner now, so you can see what I mean. But it's one of those, because it was just a one-off incident, that I didn't think they would make. And even Mattel have said they wouldn't have made it and got it out to market because it wouldn't sell. It's not well known enough, which is why they've done it as a San Diego Comic Con exclusive. It's an exclusive. It's an SDCC exclusive. This thing is on eBay for about £40, and then postage and packaging, it's gonna cost me about £50–60 to get my hands on one, but I have no problems spending that. Just got to wait for San Diego Comic Con, which I think isn't until like July, August, but then hopefully they'll go onto eBay and I'll be able to get my hands on one. Yeah, number one, can't believe they've even made it, Shockmaster. Cool. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Really do appreciate it. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. You can follow me on Twitter at Wrestling Days UK, and please let me know what figures you're looking forward to, or what figures you've just picked up, or send me pictures of your collection over on Twitter, because I love looking at them, and I retweet them out so that other people can see them, and they normally get really good responses. So yeah, I'm well into that. Cool, thanks a lot for watching. Hopefully see you again next time. Bye for now.